Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we're going to chat about the Glottkin War Scroll, because we've now seen the War Scroll for the Glottkin, or at least the stat block for him, or rather them. And it's pretty sweet. We got sent this in by a friend who dropped it off in our inbox. If you've got anything you want to share Warhammer with us, or you want us to check out, or you want us to talk about, please feel free to message our Facebook page or drop us a line on Discord. Go in there and chat to us, or you can shoot a message off to our email as well. You'll find all of that linked in the community tab of this YouTube channel. But for this, we're going to talk about the Glottkin War Scroll. We've seen his stat block. Let's talk about what's changed. So let's get cracking on into it and let's check out what's happened to this big lad. Alrighty, so let's check out this War Scroll, or at least, like we said, the stat block. We know we got rules in addition to this. They no longer come printed in the box sets. Well, first of all, the first note is he's got a standardized move of 5 inch, which is nice. He no longer degrades in his movement. He's got a standard movement. I can get along with this. 5 is pretty slow though, but you know, it's not terrible. Bravery of 9 is nice for a non-demon character, which is pretty sweet. So this means his heroic healing is going to be pretty easy. 4+ save stays. That's okay. I mean, we're considering this alongside him having a 5-up ward, thanks to Disgustingly Resilient as well. So a 4-up, 5-up with the ability to reliably get off most of his heroic healings at D3 is pretty solid. And he's got 20 wounds now instead of 18, so an extra 2 wounds on that profile. He's going to be on one amazingly good tank. He's just going to be able to shrug off so much heat, I think, with this profile. Now the Pestilent Torrent has changed. It's no longer a single shot missile weapon. It's now got 12 inch like it did before, but it's got 7 attacks at 3 threes, Ren 2, damage 1. Of course, it was previously damage 2d6 at its highest bracket, but no longer brackets. It's just a bit more solid damage all the way down his profile, which is really nice. We then go on to Ghurk's Flailing Tentacle, which is the 3-inch range weapon of it. Normally, now before, this had a random amount of attacks. It would go from 6 to 2 on a bracketing profile, but now it just has a standard 4. So it's now 3s and 2s rather than 4s and 2s like it was before, so he's got the +1. Ren 2 like it was before, but it's now damage flat 3 instead of damage 2. So once again, he's just getting so much more damage out of that weapon. We then go on to Ghurk's Lamprey Maw, so this is the big mouth. So we've got 3 attacks on this instead of 1 now, and it's 3s and 2s, Ren 2, damage 3. So this definitely goes up a lot from this weapon. So this attack used to be 1 attack 3, 2, Ren 1, damage D3. So it's now got flat damage 3, it's now got Ren 2, it's now got an extra 2 attacks, just punching up, like almost over tripling this weapon here's damage potential. And then we've got Otto's Poison Slick Thigh on top. So 4 attacks, 3s, 2s, again, -1, damage D3. So this only saw a minor update in that it goes to 2s to wound rather than 3s. But, you know, this is some solid damage on the Glottkin here. He's going to put out a lot of damage. Remembering that, you know, as long as he keeps a lot of these sort of same special rules, I guess. Remembering he's a wizard that can cast 2, dispel 1. Maybe, you know, in the new book he might go to cast 2, dispel 2, which would be nice. He also currently heals D3 flat. Be interesting to see whether that sticks around, because that'll definitely just make him amazingly good. And then he's also got the Horrific Opponent rule. I do see the Glottkin losing a couple of his rules. We're obviously going to see some of the things changed. I do think that Fleshy Abundance, his spell, is probably going to see a change. You know, +1 wound is probably going to be a little bit brutal on Nurgle now, so it would be interesting to see how that sort of all goes. But the Lords of Nurgle command ability will definitely be, you know, stripped away from him. If the Stormcast and Orc books are anything to go by, he may just add 1 to the attacks characteristics, or add 1 to hit to nearby Nurgle units around him. So that'll be interesting to sort of see where that goes, and if that becomes a command ability, if that just becomes, you know, an ability he's always got on, which I think is the much more likely issue. We've seen like all those things sort of either disappear or become abilities on a lot of the War Scrolls from the other armies. But I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts. What do you all think of Glottkin? Are you pro these changes? I mean, he just puts out so much more damage. He's definitely tougher in this, and you know the ability that he doesn't bracket is really, really solid. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing, and I can't wait to bring a Jet around for a game to get some Glottkin on the table for us. Well, that's the end of the video. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, while you're at it, if you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here at Cineful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the description of the video to our Discord server. Also, linked in the video's description, you'll find links to our Patreon and YouTube members where you can help support the channel in other ways as well. And you get a special shout out at the end of the video, as well as YouTube members getting some cool emojis to use during our live streams on YouTube. We'd like to give a special shout out to everyone who helps support the channel via Patreon and YouTube members. So a special shout out to Christian Weir, James Soren, Cowspawn, AJC, Kenny Lyle, Outer and Shop First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nielsen, JJ, Austrian Average Wargamer, Domir, Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Steve T, The Real Zeok, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, and Wolfric Nick. And a special thanks to, first of all, Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing channel artwork for us, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing background work for the Discord server. Once again, everyone, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.